Okay.
Now we go vroom vroom.
Noises, maybe?
Noises, maybe.
My surprise came in. You guys guess what that thing is down there? That there rack and pinion is from Detroit Speed. That is a Detroit Speed tuned rack and pinion. Supposedly it's supposed to make these cars feel like a modern sports car. We're gonna find out. It definitely doesn't have a pinched line here, so that's cool.
And
it's not leaking.
as good as a factory Fox body.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it that the Fox body was pretty ahead of its time with a rack and pinion.
And then Brendan went ahead and got a Flaming Rivers quick ratio steering rack and pinion.
We'll see how that does too. Look at us.
It looks like the same picture. Same control arms, same K-member, different flavors of course. Same ATI harmonic balancer, very different power plants, but
they're more similar than I want to admit.
Just 10 years of technology difference, but yet one's still kind of computable.
It doesn't look like a small block Chevy.
It doesn't.
It kind of looks like a small block Ford.
Like
I didn't say that, YouTube.
Put in another.
I didn't say that. All right, you want to take the camera and hand me the other header? Bring me the other header and then I'll trade you? Or I'll go get the other.
Header, I hardly know her. Ooh.
There was a spider in the box.
What are these for?
O2 sensors.
Where's the catalytic converters going on those?
To the scrapyard.
Oh, that's right. We forgot. Nebraska's still American.
For now.
It's going to be a biodiesel, so it's okay.
Yeah. We're using renewable energy. Stay.
And we bolted these headers on without any modification. Dings, dents, or scratches.
If you're wondering, Texas Speed Engine 7/8 headers and BMR K-member with BMR motor mounts, the header runs into the K-member.
Well, hold on. How does that go, though? Ford, I know, is K-member. Is it the same for GM, or is it technically cross-member?
It's a K-member from BMR. I don't know what the heck GM called it.
An upgrade?
Are
these aluminum from the factory?
No.
Where's the old one?
Steel.
Steel.
Outside or in the back corner of the shop? It's probably outside now.
Like stamped steel or like, oh man.
BMR says the control arms and the K-member cut like, I want to say 80 pounds off the front of the car.
Fox body. I genuinely had both of my K-members sitting on the floor and I picked them both up and I'm like, oh my gosh. But I didn't want to read no articles or none of that nonsense because they're a bunch of liars.
I mean,
so I just stood on a scale with both of them and I think I cut about 60 pounds.
Wow.
But the Fox body's just a big old heavy whale, just like all these fourth gens. That's why nobody desires to use them for road racing, drag racing, or...
people don't use these cars either. That's why the world record T56 car is one of these cars.
But
honestly, these spark plugs look easier with the header than they did with the manifold. The manifold had that goofy smog fresh air port on the top of it and all that bull crap.
Heard it here first, folks. We don't care about the environment. New master cylinder?
Clutch master cylinder.
I was going to say, that looks very billet to me.
Yep. That is a tick adjustable master cylinder.
Guess what master cylinder the Fox Buddy has on it?
A cable.
Exactly. Just like the pioneers did it.
A few moments later.
Why can't this just be like Fast and the Furious?
It is. They just cut out all the hard parts.
That's why you do YouTube shit.
Yeah, to put back in all the hard parts that the movies cut out.
Oh, we. Yeah. You know you only got one on this end, right? Oh, there you go. You got one.
Those aren't bad.
You excited?
Tired. Put a lot of work. Hang on, we better show the YouTubes.
Burnout?
Let me just show the YouTubes, Jordan. Voila!
Burnouts for distance.
It's in there. K-member is mostly tight. I'm gonna tighten it up some more, but I'll be breaking stuff now.
You don't want to touch anything on this 90s plastic.
It's a 2001.
Close enough to the 90s.
Well, it's in there. Should look and party too. So engine, transmission are in, all bolted in, all tight, other than upper strut mounts, because I got to pull the strut back out and turn where the coney is adjustable up here, because my stupid self decided to put that facing in and I can't adjust it. So let's pull the strut out, loosen the top nut, spin that a little bit, put it back together, both sides. This one's pointed forward, that one's pointed straight in. So this one I probably could adjust, but I'm gonna put both of them pointed outward. I'm gonna pull the intake off, and then I got some wiring, some vacuum line stuff, and steam port stuff to figure out behind the intake. And then it can go back on semi-permanently. Yeah, and then it's just a lot of putting this thing back together. I don't have brackets for my fuel rails at the moment. So my engine builder sold me these fuel rails, and I don't have brackets for them. I don't know what he did with them. I guess I don't know. So we gotta find some for that. We got, I think this is PCV stuff, catch can stuff. The steam kit was around here. There's the steam kit. Steam kit. I got a oil pressure cylinder to put in it and some all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get to putting this thing back together. Y'all enjoy the show. All right, so I'm done up here for a while. We got oil pressure cylinder put in, cam sensor plugged in. We got the steam kit started here, at least the hard ones to get to. We got everything grounded on the back of the head, got the harness bolted up on the other side. I'm gonna try the fuel line quick disconnect to AN adapters for these two to go to my catch can, which is going to be over here somewhere over here. This one is for the map sensor. This stupid one's for the little valve that was on the smog pump deal. I did have some unfortunate news with the fast over here. The little nipple, vacuum nipple on the back was broke off, so we are GB Weld plastic bonding it back on. High strength structural adhesive. Yeah, sure. See how that goes. So yeah, I just found a drill bit that fit in it decent, and that's what's keeping the vacuum port itself open and hopefully not gluing the drill bit in there. I'll let you know how that goes. Sometimes I use the ink tube from a ballpoint pen. You just cut a little empty section of that off, and then it fits inside there and still lets vacuum come through. So that's another little tip there. Yeah, I'm gonna take the car back up and work underneath of it for a while that dries, and we'll go from there. All right. So we got all the accessories in. Alternator, AC compressor. Even got the belt on the AC compressor. I added this power steering cooler because we're gonna get rid of the coolant one that used to be right up here that the fancy versions of these cars had. So we added this one down here. I made these special brackets that bolt to the oil pan, extend out and bolt it there. That cooler. This one, if anyone's interested in doing that. It's pretty easy. You just run, you get an aftermarket power steering return line. It'll have just a hose clamp here. Run that over to the cooler, and then from the cooler up to the reservoir. Easy enough. It's down here where I can get some air from the fans coming out of the radiator, but I mean the sway bar will be right here, but it'll get something. I hear that the less fancy versions of these cars didn't have power steering coolers at all, so that's better than nothing. Lots of stuff just hooked up, you know. I gotta get some extenders for these. This guy's gotta plug in clear up here. And this one's gotta go clear right there. So yeah, those are definitely not long enough. If we could plug the front O2 sensors into the rear O2 sensor plug and then maybe tune it. I don't know if that's doable or not. I'd have to talk to someone who knows more about tuning these things. I think we're gonna have to take my crossmember and put it on the chassis side of my little braces here to try to get just a little bit more clearance on the exhaust. And then cut out right here. That's gonna be freaking sweet. And yeah. Clutch isn't hooked up yet. I wanna kinda bench bleed the master with this disconnected, see if I can get anything out of that. And then hook it up and bleed it for real. So I'm gonna let this thing down and put the intake on it so I can see what boot I need to go from throttle body to the new mass airflow sensor. I'm not gonna put this on right away because I wanna hear it run. Make sure we don't have any leaks or anything weird, so I'm gonna put the stock lid and mass airflow sensor on to hear it run. Along with the stock injectors, hear it run. Hopefully. I think it'll run with a mass airflow sensor and just front O2s. I think. I guess we will find out. It won't have NOx sensors, it won't have rear O2s. So we'll see. And it's got a cam and stuff in it now. But I just want to hear it run, make sure nothing's leaking, maybe go get it aligned, because everything's gonna be all out of whack. Yeah, so much fun. All right, got the injectors put back in, just stock ones for now, stock fuel rail. Will fit over the fast intake. Steam kit's all hooked up. Each corner of the head over to this block. And then back to the factory port on the radiator on these cars. You know, the steam, the little front crossbar used to go to. It used to go through the throttle body and then over to there. We're not heating our throttle body anymore. If you are going to use a stock LS1 fuel rail with the Motion steam kit, you have to trim the fuel rail here where my finger is on the back side. Yeah, trim like half of it off there on the bracket that mounts it to the intake. So we got that cooling system all together. Just about everything's plugged in. We're gonna do fluids, brake fluid, clutch brake fluid, coolant, transmission fluid. Maybe try to get some help. Maybe try to get some help to bleed the clutch. Need to bleed the brakes too, but I don't know if we're gonna get there. Kind of just want to see if it makes noise and clutch is all happy and all that stuff. I gotta do my bump steer kit for steering, and then the front wheels can go back on and she can be set on the ground. We can see how it's gonna sit with the BMR springs. Still need a drive shaft, still need bigger injectors. We're gonna put like I said before, I think we're gonna put the stock mass airflow sensor back on it to hear it run. So I'm gonna put some fluids in this thing, and maybe it'll make noise. Oh goodness. Yes. Over here like, yeah, first gear, it'll help get to that round roll. Pulls the top one out. There we go. Oh wow. Tick Performance knocked that out of the park. That's real nice. Okay. I was on a mad dash to get this thing running. Getting close, and then I was wiring this Hero 2 sensor, and I found some bare and corroded wires that went to this crank sensor, so I had to pull my starter back out, fixing that. Jordan doesn't have any small enough butt connectors for me to fix that, so I just started working on everything else. I found out that my bump steer kit, the shorter, they need shorter inner tie rods because they use a sleeve like an old steering system, kind of like what's on that thing, an adjuster sleeve, and they need shorter inners, and this rack and pinion has different threads for the inner tie rod. So I can't use my bump steer kit. So stock outer tie rods will be coming soon. Go to the parts store and pick those up for next time. And all the accessories are on. I started filling it and it made a mess. You know, transmission's still empty. Need to fill that yet. But I got the O2 extensions. If you put long tubes on these cars, you do need O2 sensor extensions. I didn't order them with the headers. I should have. So I got those in there. Put the rest of the exhaust on. 3-inch wide pipe to a 3.5-inch catback. Got a 3.5-inch cutout. An electric quick time performance cutout on here. It's not wired yet, but it's there. Up and over, Texas speed muffler, and 2.5-inch after that. Try to, when that valve's closed, I kind of want this thing to be quiet, so we'll see. It's still gonna be loud, probably. Very loud. I put my BMR Panhard bar relocation kit in. I was back here doing the exhaust. I think we're getting really close, guys. Really, really close. So, couple of days for me, couple of seconds for you, and we'll be back at it.
My question is why didn't you do it when it was on the ground?
I don't know. Quit asking hard questions.
Science.
Science. Well,
This is not a paid programming of MSD.
but they're pretty cool. They make good ignition parts. These are the bendy ones that stay how you bend them. See?
Ooh, fancy.
Maybe it'll help if I bend them a little bit first.
Look at that exhaust. Oof. Oof.
I'm gonna be so mean.
He's got like 499 under the hood here. The old Cutlass is like 129, maybe.
Oh.
Muscle car.
Julian, have I told you what the F-150 video is up to?
How many?
I don't know, I think it's over like 6,000 views.
Come on, folks. I'll let my wife rip my ass again. Let's get it over 10,000. I will go buy something just so she rips my ass if it gets over 10,000.
I think it's you climbing in the dumpster. I think you're going to have to get in the dumpster again.
Or I could dumpster now. Hey, there was a lot of good stuff in there. I actually gave those wads to a guy who reloads.
Like, I'll probably never use them, is what you kept saying.
I don't know. I don't reload. I was like, somebody does though, and somebody will want them. I live in this world where everybody just throws crap away, and then there's dumpster divers like myself.
You know, building an nitrous car, I should have thought about this.
Where's the point where we go vroom vroom?
Soon. I got 2 more. Okay. Okay.
Now we go vroom vroom.
Noises, maybe?
Noises, maybe.
Noises, maybe.
This is untuned.
Stock injector, stock mass airflow sensor, untuned.
It's a perfect disaster. can hear the chop. There's the chop, baby. That's the top of the record there. So there it is, folks.
It's alive. started.
One air-conditioned street car.
Started out way easier than I thought it was going to.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for it to be like Dylan's a nasty pig. Granted, the cam probably isn't to what that one was, but.
Oh, that's crazy.
Quiet mode. Loud mode. Wow. Church mode.
I like it.
Burnout mode.
Well, folks, she runs. I gotta order a drive shaft, and measure for a drive shaft, and order a drive shaft, order a set of injectors, and then hopefully the next time you guys see this thing, it's on a dyno getting tuned, or on a street getting tuned, depending on who I have tune it. But yeah, soon we'll be driving this thing. Very soon. Thanks for watching Money Shift Garage. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you all next time.